How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the PatriotDIY channel. In this video we're going to show you how to turn your shop walls from something plain and boring like this into something like this. Alright guys, and if you've been following the channel for a while, you've seen a few videos leading up to what you see behind me here. First, we had a video where we distressed and rusted the corrugated metal down here to put on the wall, and then we reclaimed and cleaned this old barnwood from an old tobacco barn. Now it's time to show you how we put all that together and put it on the walls in our shop. Now you guys know that we do a lot of woodworking on this channel. So back here on this side of the shop, that is our woodworking shop back here. But over here on this side of the shop, we have a room back here that's going to be more of like a hangout spot. We're going to have a bar in there, poker table, all of which we are going to build, and you will see videos of that on the channel. But what I ultimately wanted was the entrance to this room here to have the look of an old saloon. And the start of that is getting all this reclaimed wood and rusted metal on the wall, and I'm going to show you exactly how we did that. But first, if you haven't done it yet, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, hit that notification bell, and give us a thumbs up. That really helps us out. Now let's get to work. Now the first thing we need to do is prep our area. So we're going to get everything cleaned up. We're going to put some 1/4-inch spacers on the ground, and then we're going to screw a 1x4 to the bottom of the wall to act as a base for our corrugated metal. Then we need to build some studs or some structure onto the wall to attach our corrugated metal to. And for that, we're just going to be using some scrap wood that we have around. So we're going to be using 2x2s, and we're going to be attaching them to the metal studs using metal L brackets. Once we have that done, we can go ahead and lay out all of our corrugated metal panels and start attaching them to the wall. And I'm going to be using roofing screws for that. And once we have that done, then we can start building out some additional studs to support our barnwood. To create these studs, we're going to be attaching them together in a T-shape using pocket hole screws. And they'll be fastened to our metal studs using the same metal L brackets that we used before. Now it's time to start cutting down our barnwood to size using our circular saw, and I have found that a speed square is a nice tool for helping make sure you get nice straight cuts with that circular saw. And then I'll be using my jigsaw to make cutouts for light switches, outlets, and anything else that is in our way. And then we can start putting our barnwood up on the wall. And you'll notice that because this is old rough sawn barnwood, you can expect to have some gaps between those boards. And what I did to make those gaps less noticeable is just to use some black spray paint in the area behind where those gaps will fall, so you won't see that white wall behind it. To fasten our boards to the wall, I'm just going to be using some self-drilling drywall screws into our metal studs, and of course just regular wood screws into the wooden studs. And just to make the process a little easier, I am going to be pre-drilling most of these holes. And then I'm just going to continue that process for the rest of the wall. And this was probably the most challenging part of the whole wall, trying to put a 1x12 by 17 foot board 9 feet off the ground by myself. And this was just a little bit sketchy, but I was able to use a couple ladders and a few clamps to help hold it in place until I could get it screwed to the wall. And we're almost finished with the whole wall, and I think it looks awesome. Alright guys, now you can also see here that I've cut some pieces of our barnwood to act as trim pieces to kind of cover the gap between our metal and our wall panels. I've also put a baseboard down here at the bottom. Purely cosmetic, but I think it looks good. Now what I haven't done yet is back over here on this side of the opening. I am going to be going back and putting trim here around this entire opening. It just means I got to go back and get more barnwood before I can do that. We're also going to be finishing the walls back here in our bar and poker room. We're also going to be showing you how to build the bar and the poker table, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Alright guys, now that's it for how to give your wall a rustic barnwood look. I hope this video helped you out, and if you have any questions, make sure you leave those down in the comment section. Don't forget, if you want to support the channel, you can use our links in the description below for all the tools we use for this project. And if you haven't done it yet guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.